Yo, what's going on, everybody? Clay here with Top One Traders. I am going to do the weekly outlook video here in Brazil, but I wanted to come through and get this done for you guys. So this week we just had the non-farm payroll NFP, which the numbers came out at 254 over 147, which was forecasted. So now, this may be crazy, but you have to keep in mind that these are the last payroll numbers before the election, and they may or may not be accurate. But in the upcoming week, this week, some big things we need to look at are the FOMC meeting minutes. And really, if we look at it here, pretty quiet week going into Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, the FOMC meeting minutes, which may or may not be market mover, but what definitely will be, beyond any shadow of doubt, is going to be the CPI data, inflation numbers on the 10th, on Thursday. So this is the last inflation reading before the election on November 5th. So, I mean, this is huge. Now, the Fed just cut rates, dialed it back by a little bit in their previous meeting. So this will kind of forecast a little bit what they're going to do closing out going to the end of the year. But really, the most important thing is it's before election. So if inflation, you don't need the CPI data to understand that inflation's an issue, whether or not, whatever it might be, if it's going up or going down. But having a look at it here, if we have a look at it here on NZUSD, some of these different dollar pairs, pound dollar, still trading below the 200 simple moving average on the 4-hour time frame. So, but most significant, I would think, especially going into the Fed, is where the fact that we made, I'm not going to call it a bottom, but if we take a look at the S&P 500, held up, and the good NFP numbers definitely hold this up a little bit longer. I mean, we've been, if you go daily time frame here, topped out a bit, right? So it's going to be interesting to see where this goes going into the next couple weeks, right? Especially with everything going on in North Carolina and all the flooding, etc. But nonetheless, S&P holding up here. If we take a look at the US 30, so it seems to be holding up on this level of support, right? So we have these big touches pushing up. We have our high, we have our other high, broke down, and then we broke this level of resistance, which is holding up as support. But all that could change going into the inflation CPI. I think it's going to be massive. But nonetheless, if we take a look at gold here at all-time highs, 2,600, which is not surprising, especially one, with the lowering of interest rates, and two, most importantly, with everything going on with Israel and the Iran, Hezbollah, Lebanon, a lot of crazy stuff happening in the world, and the biggest hedge against any of that is going to be gold. So that's holding up at all-time highs here. And then if we take a look at the dollar index, little recovery here, right? Little recovery, but this is the daily time frame. We have some areas of interest, which could be potential turnaround points in the next couple weeks. Specifically, I would be thinking around Thursday. And why is that? Well, because that's when our CPI data is dropping, right? So until then, I expect the markets to be super choppy. And, if you're going to be trading them, I would suggest taking it kind of easy, right? But if we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, just have dollar Swiss here. We broke out above 200 SMA. Looks to be a full-on breakout, especially following non-farm payroll, right? So we got a huge push up, dollar CAD. So it'll be interesting to see where this holds up in the upcoming days. I would expect everything to be super choppy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday, we have the FOMC meeting minutes, which may or may not be a mover, but everything's going to be pushing to right into the CPI data on Thursday. So let's have a huge week of trading this week. Closing out, I mean, we're almost done with 2024, which is absolutely insane. And we have some super cool announcements with Top One that are going to be rolling out here in the next few weeks. And it's going to absolutely blow y'all's mind. So stay tuned. Make sure to check your emails. And let's make it happen this week, everybody. Peace.